Hi, welcome back to the Cute Jeweler channel. This is part 3 of a 3-part series about making a micro-prong halo. If you haven't seen part 1 and part 2 already, make sure you click the link above to take you to the playlist with the first part of this series. So in part 3, we're going to be talking about the dreaded corners of a micro-prong. What do you do? Where do you put your prongs? How do you make sure that that stone isn't going to get knocked out the first time your customer wears your ring? Well, we're going to talk about that in the video, so make sure you stay tuned. My channel. I'm actually a Twitch streamer. I stream 3D modeling, usually making a piece of jewelry 3 days a week. You can see the link in the description for my updated schedule. All right, on to part 3. I might have to reorient this object. That's okay. You know, pretty much just redoing what I already know how to do. Oops. There we go. I'm just trying to get this lined up on the ISO curve here. There we go. I know there's a better way of doing this, but this is how I've decided to do it today. Cool. I'm not going to cut this out here. I'm actually going to cut this way and this way, but I want my cutters to be lined up here so that I can line them up easier. Even though this is a big halo, I really only have to do this tiny little bit of it. We need to come up with emotes. We're going to do a reference line one for sure because everybody loves reference lines. And then definitely something purple. But yeah, we need to come up with some fun emotes for our little group. I'm meeting with a graphic designer next Sunday. I'm gonna sit down with her and we're gonna she's gonna help me come up with some stuff because it's difficult. Like, I can design in 3D. Don't tell me to design in 2D. Toggle here. So I'm splitting this with an ISO curve here. There we go. Because I'm gonna leave that. I want this. And then I'm gonna rotate this. Is what I wanted, but I want to do it properly. There we go. Ah, gumball, gumball. There we go. He got my entire stream set up for me because I had no idea how to do any kind of streaming at all. Oops. And he really wanted me to start streaming, so he went out and he picked out the camera, he picked out the light, he set up the lighting, he set up my green screen. He's pretty useful. Trying to give this some roundedness here. So, oops, using my fillets. So I'm doing them on a curve so they're working. There we go, that's prettier. That's a lot nicer. Extract all these surfaces so that I can just work on my one little corner. Don't need you guys anymore. Perfect. So micro-prong are my least favorite thing to lay out as far as gems go because you have to cut your metal, and like if you're doing prong on surface, if you're just laying out like regular old prongs, which are essentially just an extruded circle, you can put them wherever you want, but when you're doing micro-prong you have to cut, so everything has to be lined up perfectly, and then you do one big cut at the end and everything works. Did I save? I think I did already. That's okay. This is looking pretty good so far. I'm going to turn off my gems, turn off my cutters. I'm gonna do a one rail sweep with, I think I just need, oh no, that's because they're grouped. we'll just grab you. Oh, let's make you a different color than everything else. I love to model in all sorts of different colors. There we go. That actually should work beautifully. Let me... No, I need you to go there. So I actually need to cut that. Whoop. Forgot to delete more of my extra halo there. Okay, so let me make a cutter. There is a tool for cutting along the construction planes, but I never remember what it is. Or that could have been in the plugin that I used to use too. Yeah, I mean, I've kind of switched softwares recently where it's like, I know Rhino, but I know Rhino with a different face on it. Let's see, we'll cap you. All right, let me see these again. Oh yeah, things are looking fine. This is looking fine. I'll need to make this a little bit bigger because right now this prong is not going to exist after cleanup. So this will end up being a little bit skinnier. You were... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to move my gumball over. Oops, not like that. Is it you? There we go. Stop snapping. There we go. That should be enough. We'll see. We might have to do a little bit more adjusting on here. Okay, let me... Did I cap you? Whoops. Oh, no. Doesn't help when you type the wrong thing in the command line. Oh, and I forgot to cap this. Oh, because I didn't join it. Can't join it or can't cap it if it's not all joined. Okay. Solid Boolean difference. Let me hide you. Let me shade you. Cool. This is looking pretty good. Pretty good. I also have to decide what I'm doing over here. A lot of times there's like a prong for a center stone here, but this isn't gonna have a center stone. So I have to decide what he's gonna do. You're looking okay here. Might actually do this. The important thing is to make sure that these all stay even here. There we go. Let's just see how that looks. Oops, I should do both of you. That looks fine. That's looking pretty fine. Hey, this ring is going to be so cool when it's done. I cannot wait to get started on the spider. We might get to him today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long the rest of this takes me. Should have pulled that out a little bit more evenly. I did not. That's fine. It's fine. Wish my gumball would stay lined up with it, but it does not like me today. That's fine. It never does. Everything's fine. We're fine here. Everything is fine. What is that? That dog cartoon where like everything's on fire? He's like, everything is fine. That's how I feel most days when I'm CAD modeling. Everything's fine. We're doing good. Nothing's on fire at the moment. How do I feel about that? Do I even need one back here? I might not need a prong. I might not need to cut this. We'll see. We'll cut it and see how it looks. I might get rid of it. That looks pretty good. Are we happy with that? Are we happy with those prongs? I think so. All right. Let's do some cutting. Let's ungroup you. For how smart this is, Yeah, see, does that make sense? It doesn't make sense until you like mirror the piece over and then you're like, oh, okay. That way that stone is protected, because if you just went and cut it through here, then the edge of that stone in the most dangerous area of the halo is going to get knocked out or broken or chipped. But I was explaining this to Lurker, and it's hard to explain. CAD, that's the second time last week I was trying to explain something in CAD, and it's like, no, you can't explain it. You have to show it. There's just no, verbal instructions don't work. Sometimes I'll even make that little circle cut a little smaller, but I don't think I'll need to today. Okay, now sometimes this cutter won't actually work. Oh, it worked. Okay, never mind. It's because I said it wasn't going to. Oh, thank you, Lurker. It comes from having to make a lot of micro-prong halos and having jewelers that will tell you exactly how they feel about what you've done. There's a reason I wrote so when I used to teach, I wrote the module about making halos, and that was because that's literally all I did for most of my career was make halo. It's still what I do. I'm making a halo ring now. Hashtag sassy jeweler. Yes. It's a blessing and a curse to have a jeweler tell you exactly how they feel about what you've done. Here we go. I also looked at a lot of how other people did halos to be like, well, I don't like this. And then I would show it to my jeweler and they'd be like, I don't like that. Don't do that. Is that too deep? No, he's okay. Cool. We might be done with the halo, y'all. That was quick. All right. Let's do array, polar array. 4, 5 of them. Boom. All done. I guess I could have pulled him back a little bit. He looks okay, right? Nah, he's fine. He's fine. We don't care about him. He's fine. Oh, wait. And. Yep. And then we'll take you guys. And we'll do a polar array again. There we go. Boom! We finished it. I'm satisfied with how that looks. And he will be much higher than this, don't worry. It's just basic layout. Cool! We're done with the halo part. So as you saw in that video, when laying out micro prongs with corners, you want to make sure that you always put a prong on that corner. This is going to protect your stone from being either knocked out or chipped. And as a jeweler, you don't want to be responsible for replacing that stone every time it breaks. And as the consumer, you don't want to look down and see that your beautiful ring has a broken stone, or even worse, a missing stone. So it's important to make sure that you think about these things whenever you're going to be laying out any type of settings, whether it be a micro-prong halo with a corner or stones down the side of your shank. Now, if you enjoyed that video, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps me out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check that little bell to be notified whenever any of my videos get posted. That was the final part of our 3-part series on how to lay out a micro-prong halo. Don't forget, if you missed part 1 and 2, to click the link here. And you can click here for my next video. Are you an aspiring jewelry designer and you want to get into 3D modeling? Make sure to check out my social media, where I post updates on my current projects and also tips and tricks for CAD modeling. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Bye!